Dallas Cowboys are not expected to make a decision about quarterback Dak Prescott until they gather more information, as he's seeking a second opinion about the injury, which could be delayed, they're now saying, through the end of next week before they decide whether it's going to be IR or what's going to happen with Dak Prescott, but certainly not going to be playing this week or for the next few weeks there. Cooper Rush stepping in. Tampa Bay quarterback Baker Mayfield was not seen at practice on Thursday after missing practice on Wednesday with a toe injury. Buffalo wide receiver Keon Coleman missed practice for the second straight day yesterday. He's also been ruled out for this weekend against the Indianapolis Colts. And Atlanta wide receiver Drake London and tight end Kyle Pitts were both limited at practice for the second day in a row for the Atlanta Falcons.
You see this last night as the game was ending, right? And Lamar Jackson, and we're on the air doing a fantasy show, and I said, I guarantee you, somebody loses this week by 1/10 of a point, and it's because Lamar just took a knee, right? And that's part of it. Like Tony will tell you, we've all been there.
No doubt.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Your quarterback has the lead, and you're up by a fraction of a point, and he's taking knees, and you're losing yards, and there's nothing you can do about it, right?
Oh, right.
But this happened as well. Going into the game, the Ravens had 42 straight regular season games where they ran for 100 or more yards as a team.
Okay.
Okay? The all-time record is 43.
Oh.
So they had a chance to tie it last night, and they did. With exactly 100.
Wow.
Until Lamar took a knee.
Oh, wow.
And so they failed to tie the all-time. Not that that's the important thing,
I know.
obviously. I mean, that turned out to be a phenomenal
That's funny. You think of
shoot
that.
out of
Taking
the
a knee
game.
is lost yardage, right? You think you fantasy guys do, but you don't think about it that way.
We think about everything.
Yeah,
like
you
that,
do.
You know what we often think about when they throw that quick little wide receiver screen or the running back screen coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Is that a forward pass or is that
Right.
a lateral?
Right.
Because that is the difference between a whole point for the guy who's catching
Gotcha.
it right there.
Right,
I mean,
right.
That's how we freaks watch football too often, but that's just the way it
That
goes.
non-call on Ingram on that little fourth down, was that because it was behind the line of scrimmage? Or do you think he just didn't call it?
I was looking at you can't call, yes, right, on the fourth down where he checked into that play, right? I think it's you cannot call.
Can't have pass interference on that play.
Can't have pass interference behind the line.
It's behind the line.
And holding has to occur before the ball's in the air.
Okay.
So if the ball's in the air, it can't be holding.
Right.
Now, maybe illegal contact or some other call could have been made there, but it couldn't have been pass interference, and it couldn't have been holding.
Trevor said something to Evan on the sideline after that play. Did you see that? He went something like, I thought you were going to, and it felt like he was saying, I thought you were going to block, but he didn't have time for him to block.
Like jam the guy to get him off of him?
I don't know.
It happened so fast. He was never open.
No.
You know, and had he caught it, unless something happened that we didn't see with our eye, he would have been tackled short of the line of game.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like that call at all.
I don't think anybody did.
No.
You know, but it is
too
what
cute.
it is, they say.
You overthink, you get too cute, and it's not good.
Can the Jags win this week? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
How do they get there? We'll try to tell you when we come back on the other side with a Keys to Victory roundtable.
That was professional.
Thank you, Tom. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Total Wine and More is having a Taste of Town November 8th and 9th from noon to 6, both days. Enjoy great liquor brands, craft beer, and more. Brackish Vodka is excited to announce 6 additional flavors, and all can be sampled and purchased at the Total Wine and More Taste of Town November 8th and 9th. Come to Total Wine at the Town Center and sample great local brands. Brackish Vodka is a proud partner of the Jaguars and proud to be supporting the Taste of Town.
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
Mia O'Brien is going to be the first woman president of the United States of America.
Catch me weekdays from noon to 2 on Helmets and Heels.
And she could run later this year even, and I would vote for her.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota on 1010XL.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our first contestant, a stay-at-home gymnast from Jacksonville, Florida. It's Gwendolyn Pierce.
Thank you, Monty. I don't know who installed my air conditioner, but it hasn't had a tune-up in over 3 years. Am I cool?
Let's ask our expert judging panel. Judges? I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. You're not cool. Johnny, tell her why.
That's right. To keep your air conditioner performing at its best, you need a skilled technician to check your pressures, voltages, and air filters in the fall and the spring. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, our club members get 2 free visits a year to make sure that you are cool.
Can you tell me if my haircut is sexy?
You're better off not asking.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
This is David with Royal Pest Services. Join us Friday, November 15th from 12 to 2 with Helmets and Heels at Tony D's for our customer appreciation.
And there'll be free slices for you guys.
Tony, you've been down here long enough. It's y'all.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
American Electrical, Northeast Florida's highest-rated electricians, is hiring, and they're training people for careers. It's not just job training. They're giving you a license that no one can take away from you, training you for jobs that are always in demand and will offer you a peace of mind financially and for the future. And once you know a trade, you'll always be employable. All the details are at American-Electrical.com. If you're selected to be part of the Electrical Academy, you'll learn the electrical trade absolutely free of charge. American Electrical, powered by professionalism, equal opportunity employer.
Discover luxury storage life at The Shed, opening soon in Atlanta Beach, for a place to store your cars, boats, and toys. A place for an office, a golf simulator, or a man cave. AC and plumbing available. The list of premium uses is endless. Take a tour on Instagram or go to theshedjacks.com.
Jacksonville contractors and business owners, do you need bathroom partitions and accessories? Frank Frangie here. Coyle & Sons has been in business in Jacksonville since 1927. They've earned the reputation of quality and specialized skill. Coyle & Sons are the ones trusted in Jacksonville by the top contractors, and they can stand on their reputation when you need almost 100 years of commercial contractor experience. Coyle & Sons will design it for you. Call them today at 904-356-4821 or visit them at coiljacks.com.
This is Dr. Turner Vossler, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars defense will face one of the NFL's elite wide receivers on Sunday in 3-time Pro Bowler Justin Jefferson. Jaguars defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen on the matchup against the Vikings All-Pro.
He's elite. He's elite, playing at a high level. Jefferson is, he's at the top of the game and receiver-wise. So we've got to stay on top of him. I mean, that's the biggest thing. He's going to get his catches. Just stay on top, eliminate the explosive catches, and then tackle. Like get him on the ground, because he is a good run after catch guy. So if he gets his catch, keep it as short as we can, and then get him on the ground and let's line up and play again.
I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, coming down the stretch here on a Keys to Victory Friday. We've talked about just about anything but Keys to Victory today, but we will do the roundtable coming up here in a moment. We'll get to some of these responses as well. For those who couldn't figure it out, I tried to put a Viking ship on fire as the GIF in our question of the day today. Yeah, it's a Viking.
Oh, okay.
Did you not hit play on it?
I watched it. I just saw like a burning cruise ship.
But I don't think that's a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Is that a cruise ship?
No, I don't know. I kind of glanced at it.
Back when I was single, I would have people come to the house after parties, and a couple times, like I'd go upstairs, go to the bathroom, I'd come down, and if there were too many dudes there, I'd be like, what do you think, this is a Viking party? Get out of here if I don't know you. And they'd have to get out.
I put in, you can search for your GIFs when you post something. I put Viking ship sinking. And that's what the first one that came up. I'm like, oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Light them up. Light them on fire. Tommy Mac, Dad Bods tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, at the Beach Bowl, man. Really a new gig spot for us. Going to be very, very exciting. So looking forward to it.
What time?
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. We go through this every time, don't we?
I don't know. I'm just trying to help you promote your band.
No, I know. I always forget the details. Yeah, 7 o'clock.
We'll be there sometime this weekend. Stop by.
I think they make us stop around 10.
I'm just glad it's an event you're allowed to invite people to.
Yeah.
As opposed to all the Jaguars stuff where
right.
You were letting everyone, here's where everyone will be.
Yeah, just show up.
Right, here's where I'm going to be.
Tell Tom to stop.
It's a private event after all. Never mind.
Wait a minute. It's not on Saturday. It's on Friday.
All right, so
party with Tom.
For Tony and Dylan here, we find out what your high school playoff bracket comes out at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tonight. Yeah.
Do we have a sense of who Bowls will be matching up with, Tony?
I haven't looked at it too closely, but they'll likely be the 3 seed and have to play the 6 seed in whatever it's going to be, and that means it'll be a home game for them in the first round of the playoffs, and likely they'll have to go on the road to the 2 seed, which looks like it's going to be out in Pensacola.
Okay.
The second round of the playoffs.
We root for all Jacksonville teams to go as deep as possible. Yeah. Most Jacksonville teams don't. I'll get to you. Yeah. But, in the case of Bowls, Tony gets the extended, every game you work, you get paid by the game, right? Yeah. So that's nice as well, right? Go make a deep
bonus
run. Pockets, any extra stipend for the Baldwin coaching staff if you go deep into the postseason?
No, I already got my stipend for the year, so I'm working free for the rest of the playoffs.
Now, that pay is supposed to cover you for the whole year.
Yeah, you're not working free. What are you talking about?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, all right. What is Baldwin's most likely outcome in this?
We'll be an 8 seed in the region, and we'll travel to the 1 seed, which looks like Gaston County, which is just outside of Tallahassee.
They're overrated from what I hear, right?
Yeah, top 10 team in the state. I think they lost 1 game to Coffee, which is up in Georgia. So
I don't think they're any better than top 15, bro. So, Baldwin, come on now. You got to embrace
Smash him in the face. Ear hole. Give him a forearm to the ear hole.
Tommy was just going through on the break that, in high school, a good move that they're not expecting, Tony. Instead of coming up under the chin with the forearm, he said, just
the side.
Come on the side, Tom.
And whack him in the ear hole.
Catch him in the ear hole.
I mean, those guards used to be like 150, 60, 70, 80 pounds. You'd be like, you poor kid. I mean, I really feel bad for you, but here it comes.
Cover it up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go through a few that we got today, Keys to Victory submissions, and it's a mix, right? I am, hovering on the idea of not ever seeing another post from a person who replies, score more points than the other team, and that's the only one that they send. So I'll skip those. Joe says lose big. That's number 2. And then number 3 would be then the result, fire Doug, fire Press, fire Ryan Nielsen, and then 3.1, fire Trent at the end of the season. So that would be winning for Joe. And he's not alone in this.
Yeah.
Jagnol, the firing of Press, Doug, and Balky would be a victory for this franchise. And I think the only way to get this victory is to be beaten by 3+ touchdowns. At some point, Shad Khan has to make a move, right? Only Shad can answer that.
Yep.
Let's see. Fueled by Desire says, thinking of the complicated math equation covering the chalkboard. And the last line says, then a miracle happens. Yeah, we've all seen those memes out there. Patrick, let's just not get embarrassed at home. No more Nike commercials. They turned Saquon into a commercial. The backwards leap already. Yeah. I don't need
quite the play.
I mean, I don't need.
Lacey drilled him, though. He had to come out for about a handful of plays.
He did.
That play. Lacey, nice hustle.
Okay, after the juke, the spin move, and the hurdle, we got it.
I think he was a little dinged from that hit.
Yeah, the ding is probably why guys don't try that very often.
Yeah, you don't see that coming, man.
Right, you're exposed, you're back, so.
I mean, when he turned around, Lacey got him pretty good.
From Jackson, get Trent fired, get Doug fired, get Press fired. See, it's a theme here.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, start fast, expand the lead, and finish strong. Yeah, that would be.
Starting fast would be nice.
It would be nice. All right, why don't we put this aside and get down to some particulars here. And, Tommy, why don't you start us off? Give us a key to victory for the Jags.
Let's get some dice out there. We'll roll dice instead of rock, paper, scissors. I think that's more effective.
What about a spinner from one of those board games?
Yeah. Man, I wish I could say something really enlightening on a key to victory. But how about we just take care of the QB, whoever the QB is.
Protect the
quarterback. They have, what did I say? They have 27 sacks on the year on defense, 13 picks. They're very good on third down, and they shut down the run. It'd be tough even if Trevor's playing quarterback to go against this defense, but protect the QB at all costs.
Minnesota, this is kind of an odd stat when I was looking at it. They have won all 5 games this year in which they have turned the ball over twice. Which is mostly because they are second in the league, having forced 17 turnovers this year. Looking at it, it's pivotal for the Jags to run that well dry. I think 1 turnover could be enough to sink them against the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's not an easy task to not turn it over against Minnesota, which is why the 2 turnovers, they've done that 5 times and won all those games because they force a bunch coming back the other way. But I think 1 is enough to sink the Jags in this game.
I'm going to say hit Sam Darnold in the head. Because apparently you can get away with that.
Apparently.
Right? We've seen it on multiple occasions. Saw it against the Colts last week. Saw it a few weeks ago. Who was it on Sunday Night Football in the end zone against the Rams?
Yeah.
Right? Got the face mask on him.
Right,
but
right.
Putting that aside, I don't think that's a good plan.
Yeah, Burrow had one last night, too.
I think he had 2 last night, as a matter of fact. He got on the 2-point conversion, he got hit in the head and then had another would-be face mask. But I think this is a Tank Bigsby, Travis Etienne, Dearness Johnson, whatever order you want to list them. Take some pressure off your quarterback, try to set up some play action to where you can take that deep drop, hold the ball, still protect your quarterback to your key, Tom. But, if you can get that, and I'm not opposed to, like I said, play action on that very first play because I think they're going to expect, particularly if Mac Jones is in there, it's going to be a very run-centric offense for the Jaguars. But when you do run, you got to run effectively. You got to get some, can we get, 2 first downs in the first half this week? That would go a long way towards success.
I like your idea of taking a shot early to Brian Thomas Jr., maybe even the first play. I like that aggressiveness, Mike.
5-7-step drop. Let's ball fake it to whomever that is, and who knows, maybe have Etienne and Bigsby both on the field for a look. I'm just going to start drawing up some plays, Tommy. Give us another one.
It's my turn?
Yeah, sure.
Is Van Ginkel,
You're out.
Is Van Ginkel playing? He's injured.
I think he had a full practice yesterday.
This guy's a monster. Have you seen him play? He's got the long blonde hair. He's all over.
I think he has a couple of touchdowns this year.
Picks for touchdowns. He's got 5 sacks. I think 8 tackles for loss total, which I know the sacks are included in that. But 2 picks.
Full practice for him yesterday.
Yeah, so don't let him, ruin your day. He can. He's capable of doing that. Their defense, again, is very, very good. So I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Our O-line has got to be up for the task and be very physical. The NFC North is typically physical, Tone. They're a physical team. That's how they do it up there. So We're going to have to match that up
Yeah.
front.
I've said the last couple weeks, I think the Jags defense is in a place right now where the Jags have to score 30 week to week to even have a chance to win these games. I don't think this week is an exception given the matchup they have, especially with the Trevor Lawrence not looking like he's going to be able to go this week. They have to get the run game going. Both Vikings losses have come in their worst 2 run defense days, 107 and 104 in those games they gave up. So let's say the Jags have to run for 107 this week to have any kind of chance to beat Minnesota.
All right, we're going to welcome in helmets and heels here, but I'll say one more. Just dominate that Cam Robinson matchup, whoever's over there, right? I think you can still get to Sam Darnold a little bit. You know, he's had a really good year, and he doesn't get, the protection, as we were kind of alluding to, that a lot of quarterbacks do. So got to get the pass rush cranked up in a big way this weekend if they're going to have a chance. And this game, out of all the games they can win, can have the biggest impact on them long term because you own Minnesota's 3rd and 4th round pick next year. Let's make it a little bit better by giving them an L.
And let's win the trade. You know what I mean? Like, so let's shut down. Let's beat up Cam.
Right.
And Walker, you got to show. I mean, look, that guy Greenard, he's got 7 sacks. Kid from Houston, Grenard, sorry. My pronunciation skills.
Squidward.
Speech class when I was younger. But you got to win that. Like, come on, Walker. This is your chance.
I wish we had Ezra Cleveland because this is his big potential revenge game, but it doesn't look like it's going that way. All right.
Doesn't seem it.
Let's say hello to LB.
Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers, the exclusive provider of BioTarget regenerative therapy for pain. Visit GoBioTarget.com for a location near you.
All right, Lauren Brooks, it certainly sounds like we will not see Trevor Lawrence playing, although not official. What are your expectations for a Mac Jones-led Jaguars team this week?
I don't have high expectations.
Okay.
I'll say that. I know there are people that have been clamoring to see Mac Jones, so at least that cult of people gets their opportunity. But if the offense doesn't flow through Trevor Lawrence, I don't have high hopes that it's going to flow through Mac Jones.
I don't have high hopes for it either. We'll make our official prediction coming up. But what do you guys have coming up on the program today?
Yeah, we'll get into all that. By the way, Doug did say during his availability this morning that it'll be Cam Robinson versus Josh Hines-Allen. Like, he'd never even mentioned Trayvon. So just add that into the predictability that we have on offense and the predictability that we have on defense as well.
Well,
but yeah.
Josh won the game of hide and seek earlier today, or tag, or whatever it was.
Hide and seek in the stadium. There's a lot of places to hide.
There are a lot of places to hide. If Trayvon was craftier, he'd be lining up against Cam, but apparently lost out that battle.
Yeah, so we'll talk Vikings, Jags. We'll also talk about the Gators since Billy Napier will be back.
What's up with Todd Golden?
Todd Golden looks like his team is going to be pretty good this year. I don't know if you watched that last night.
I'm asking about the Todd Golden rumors. Are you not aware of the Todd Golden rumors?
No.
We don't talk about basketball on this show, so you might want to hit the old Google machine before you come on the air today. So.
I watched the game last night, Florida men's basketball.
Yep.
I've heard rumors about other Florida coaches, so I'll just add it to the bucket.
All right, I don't know. I'm not a rumor monger. I don't spread those kind of rumors. So
I'll go see Dylan as soon as
I'm just saying
done.
that maybe your show could delve into it because that's not our territory.
Yeah.
So, anyway, quick Google search.
I might take a pass.
Todd Golden. All right, LB. We'll see you later. Thank you very much. Tommy Mack, what's your score?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to say Minnesota wins 30-17.
Okay. Tony?
32-16.
Okay. I got 31-13. 31-13 for the Minnesota Vikings. And look, I'll, like I do every week, be rooting for the Jags to win a football game.
Hey, listen, last week we thought they were going to lose by a bit. They were, within 5.
They were in it.
Moral victory season, baby.
That just shows you anything can happen if you play.
There's no. I don't think Minnesota's unbeatable here. I really don't.
Definitely not.
I just, if you don't have your starting quarterback, I think it's that much tougher. So we'll see.
Yeah, and the defense, they just.
Yeah. All right, that'll do it for us today. Catch the Dad Bods out at the Beach Bowl tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Good luck to Bowles and Baldwin getting the best matchup possible for the football playoffs coming up.
Good luck.
That'll do it for us. We'll be back on Monday to break it down one way or the other, hopefully giving out some shirts for Victory Monday. We got a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, the closet is bursting at the seams right now, but I'm not giving them out.
Right.
Until they win.
Right, we got to win.
That's the only way you can get one is when the Jags win. All right, that'll do it for us. For Tom McManus, Tony Smith, and Dylan Denmark, I'm Mike Dempsey. Go Jags. This has been Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars.